internet's biggest proponents of open relationships, Destiny and Mel, have broken up. Their open marriage, not relationship, marriage, open marriage, has ended after Mel ran off to Sweden with another man.
Damn.
His wife, Melina, who he's in an open relationship with, reportedly ran off with a man in Sweden. This is Destiny. He's a huge streamer. He's been huge on the internet for over a decade. And this is Melina, his wife, who he is in an open relationship with. This open relationship was very public, as they've discussed it multiple times on podcasts, including on the Lex Friedman podcast. It was also a big topic back in May when he was on stream with his wife and a YouTuber named Abba, who started to dance with his wife. This clip went viral. As Abba right there, who has a big YouTube channel. And that's Mel. They start to salsa dance. And as you can see,
yeah, both professional ballroom dancers.
Dead inside. He can't even look.
Yeah, the dejection of Destiny's face.
She's laughing. But don't worry, Mel gave him a little hug like this with her claw after the dance. Now, after this happened, they kind of went on a press media tour where they were just like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. We're in an open relationship. We deal with this stuff all the time. Destiny has now let everybody know that over the past 2 months, he has watched Mel essentially become obsessed with the toxic/abusive guy. Destiny told us that he visited them in Sweden, which, I mean, come on, dude, it's your wife. You have to go to Sweden to visit her with another man. He gave Mel an ultimatum to divorce him, and then when she didn't, he threatened to end himself.
Oh my God!
He decided to end the relationship. The only ones shocked by this are probably Destiny and his ex-wife. Open marriages, I mean, I've never been in a marriage or an open marriage.
They're very difficult. They're very tricky to deal with.
Because
shout out to Jack McBall. I'm actually going to discuss more on this in a little bit.
And I know you can't knock it until you try it. Nope, I can. I can. But best of luck to Destiny. I mean, I'm sure he's worth like tens of millions of dollars. But yeah, best of luck to him in finding his.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are two angles that I mainly want to go with on all of this, which is very unfortunate, and I will definitely split it up into two separate parts. But the first part I want to literally discuss about is open marriage, basically going on in theory. Now I understand why, Destiny and Melina, they wanted to do this open marriage thing. Actually, open marriage really was Melina's idea, because I know in our culture, they mainly do like a lot of these open relationships a lot. That may have actually stemmed by where the culture that she came from up in Sweden. Yes, they have their pros and they have their cons. Sexual satisfaction can definitely top the list. Communication can definitely be very strong. Connections can definitely be very strong as long as all the communication actually thoroughly has been set in stone and the standards have been literally set in stone and boundaries have been set in the very beginning. Here's the issue though. Open relationships can create anxiety, insecurity, jealousy, possible trauma, time consumptions, expenses, all these other partners that they basically feel they want more, and all this other jealousy between all these other open partners, and depending on how strict that person could be, or when man or woman could be, and all these other standards, they could cause a lot of tension basically within the group, which is what unfortunately happened between Destiny and Melina. They could be very, very hard to maintain for a very long time. And also, I really, truly feel for the dude, because I'm based on what I'm hearing, actually reading through this whole thing, I have a very good feeling that he never really wanted the whole open marriage from the beginning. He actually did along just to try to make Melina happy, and I think that was a huge issue from the beginning, because he never really fully said what he really wanted from the very beginning based on how he really felt and all this other stuff. And that was his unfortunate downfall. As I posted in a couple of videos before, literally a while ago, earlier today, you can have a minimum 6-figure net worth or a yearly income job, or you could be making millions of dollars, pumping iron, getting your six-pack, and have your favorite hordes of women. But it doesn't really mean anything if you're not able to actually maintain your harem, or literally actually try to maintain a relationship if your girlfriend decides to leave you at any given time. And maintaining women, especially maintaining a REM, actually deal with like multiple partners, let alone one, is extremely, extremely difficult to do if you do not have a good personality, if you do not develop any personality skills, if you do not develop any communicative skills, basically with your woman, if you do not have any great stories to tell based on what's really going on up in your personal life. Y'all could be boning it all day and everything, but if you have to rely on everything on scrambled eggs alone, more than likely your relationship will not last. Unless you want to do like some escorts transaction or some strip club transaction, actually go run off to some third world country to quickly try and get your rocks off. You see, the difference between Destiny and the guy that Melina is now actually hanging with and actually being exclusive with up in Sweden is this. Destiny, in Melina's eyes, doesn't really have that much of a great personality socially wise compared to the new man that she has today. Even though the new man is not a millionaire, he may not be actually may not be able to actually take Melina literally all over the world, given all these opportunities. But do you know a few things that he has? He sets some extremely strict standards, and he can literally tell stories for days, even those that are literally ratchet towards Melina. Now, the unfortunate part about that whole ordeal is that dude could literally be very, very narcissistic, and I'm going to literally discuss more on that in a different video. Now, I want to get back to Childish Myron here, and his yes men. They say, okay, do you have like a high six-figure income? Do you have multiple women? Do you have a six-pack? And if you don't, you're not qualified to speak on these entire ordeals. Actually, they're wrong. Completely wrong. Myron and Fresh, both legitimate millionaires, both own properties, both got celebrity connects, Myron mainly got the six-pack, Fresh is so average, and, yet, Fresh literally is literally hardcore simper towards women. And Myron Gaines and Chris mainly treats much of the women up onto their show and their podcast like shit. Now take me, for instance. I have an undergraduate degree in engineering, an advanced degree, graduate school degree, master's in applied mathematics and statistics. I was a PhD candidate in math for a year and a half. Still looking for a job up in data science that actually does pay very, very, very well. In the meantime, I'm just doing like office coordinator stuff, office assistants work up at like a medical practice facility. That pays about 40, maybe 50-ish $1,000 a year. Decently have maybe about a six-pack. I work out probably 3-4 times a week. And yet, I got women that actually currently interested in me right now that still want to speak to me and actually get to know me a little bit further. The irony. In fact, I'm actually talking to one of them literally right now who's actually a co-worker up at the place that I work at. Around a while ago, I discussed about like the whole situationships that me and her went to the DR and everything. He's the one that has the chaotic situation, with the kid and the quote-unquote partner and everything based on what's been going on up in like her family stuff growing up, basically with her violative and narcissistic father. With her, I would never, ever, 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 ever fully commit with her unless she gets her stuff up and all with the partner situation. Meaning, she gotta leave the homeboy and literally find her own place to say that she actually literally afford. We'll work out the kid situation literally on the way because it's only just one child. And even she sensed it. Even she warned me, go speak with other women. Actually go talk to other women. You don't want to get too caught up in the chaos like me. Because she knows it. She senses the stuff that's going on. She knows that I don't like literally mirroring myself up in chaos. And I tell you, it's a wonderful thing. So what's the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen? More so, gentlemen. Set your standards thoroughly, as well as your boundaries in a discreet manner and a respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? Basically, with the woman that you're literally trying to see and what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. And never actually try to settle for less, just to literally try to keep her around. Because there's always going to be a much, much better woman that will literally treat you way better than the last one can. Now, I will be discussing about the whole Melina situation with that narcissistic dude very, very, very soon. Be on the lookout for that. Juicy, 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 juicy. This stuff getting crazy by a minute, y'all. Believe me.